Copyright is the legal foundation for many creative industries: movies, television, music, books, computer games, and software development. In this 5-minute taster lecture, I'm going to introduce you to how technology advances, such as AI, are rewriting the rules of content creation. Kia ora, I'm Graeme Austin, one of the Professors of Law at Te Herenga Waka, Victoria, University of Wellington. If you take a course in international copyright, you'll find out that there's this big network of international treaties that work together to give international protection. Copyright was once just that, a right to make copies and to license others to make copies. Now, copyright owners have rights to copy the work, to publish the work, to perform the work, and so on. Recently, a new right, known as the communication right, was added. The communication right deals with things like streaming and downloading via the internet. Here at our law school, we're always encouraging you to think about the new ideas, the new challenges for law and for society. So, what are the challenges copyright law is confronting? Many copyright products, films, music, computer games, can exist as data. This means that they can be transmitted really easily across international borders through the internet. How do New Zealand graphic artists, software developers, filmmakers get protection for their works in overseas markets? If you take a course in international copyright, you'll find out that there's this big network of international treaties that work together to give international protection. You'll find out that a New Zealand movie production company gets a New Zealand copyright, a Mexican copyright, an Australian copyright, a French copyright, and so on and so on. Imagine if you're a Japanese filmmaker, you get automatic protection for your films here in Aotearoa, New Zealand. It's like a big mosaic made up of rights under different countries' copyright laws. Together, they get the copyright owner more or less global protection. Imagine you're a member of a band that writes songs, but the band members are in different countries. The vocals are done in one country, the drum track is laid down in another country, the final mix is done in yet another country. The band Superorganism worked a bit like that. Think about a song being written this way, with individual band members in New Zealand, Australia, South Korea. The copyright laws of all of those places are slightly different. Now, let's imagine that the band members fall out. What law applies to the question, who owns the copyright? This is the kind of thing that you'll explore in a course on international copyright law. AI presents another challenge. If you look on YouTube, you'll find lots of examples of songs, animations, text that are created by machines. To get copyright protection, do you need a human author? And what about the inputs? All that stuff that the AI machine reads. AI is hungry for data, and a lot of this material is protected by copyright. So does this infringe copyright? There's an international element to all of this. Suppose that another country says, okay, we're going to give copyright protection to videos that are created by AI. Does this mean that we also have to give copyright protection under New Zealand law? Do the international treaties let us say, well, no, only human authors get copyright protection? These are some of the new issues we'll be exploring in a subject like international copyright law. 2 more questions to get you thinking. How are digital platforms changing the economics of copyright? The traditional idea is if you use other people's copyright protected stuff, you should pay a license fee. So did you just steal that song when you used it in the background of your video post? A platform like TikTok is spinning all of this on its head. Some influencers have so much power that copyright owners pay them to use their stuff. So the market is working in a totally new way. What does this mean for copyright law? Laws are constantly having to adapt to technological innovations, become part of shaping the future of law in Aotearoa and beyond with the Bachelor of Laws at Victoria, University of Wellington.